Welcome to Rebel of Healing. My name is Elizabeth, and tonight I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Aquarius. This could be in your sun, moon rising, north node, or Venus. So the Lion's Gate is coming, 8-8. That's you've every reading I've done for you guys, you've seen the infinity sign. So there is something in this 8-8 portal that is opening up for you. It's like this spiritual activation, this DNA shifts and timeline shifts. Maybe you're operating more in your heart than in your logic because you're an air sign. You're here, but there's something about operating here that is going to transform and transcend your life. So let's look into this because I really feel you're realigning with your soul's mission. Your mission. Why are you here? Why am I here? That question. And that's a big question, Aqua. So let's look into it. You're leaving behind inauthentic people, places, and things, and you're like walking towards your soul's purpose. Spirit, again, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your donations. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I wish I had more time to do readings, but I'm limited in time, so just bear with me. But let's look into this Lion's Gate because the energy is heavy. Spirit, what is awakening in my beautiful Aqua? What's awakening? What's awakening? Your first house. This is your identity. This is your self-image. This is your approach to life. This is a very young energy. The first house, it's the first house. Aries is the first house. So I'm feeling what's awakening within you is your inner child is feeling safe, feeling secure, and can operate authentically without judgment, without you're learning who the hell you were before life happened to you. Life could have like happened to you and you never really tapped into that child happiness, that safety, that protection. Aries energy, you're feeling your strength. It's so weird. Like on my days off, I have usually 2 days off. I try to spend those days off with my children, and music connects me and my children like crazy. So they played a song for me. It like hit me hard, and I'm talking to my oldest son and my youngest son, and I'm like driving because we got to do school shopping, and they're just operating, just being them. They're singing, they're laughing, they're and I said, why do you feel like what's going on? They're like, you're safe, Ma. And I said, what do you mean by that? Because of course, Aqua, I got to get info. They're safe to be them around me. And if you're wondering, for me, that energy lets me know I'm breaking generational curses. Like, my children are safe to be them, singing, having fun, laughing, sharing their opinion. They're safe. There's something here about you make people extremely safe in your energy. You make people feel safe and seen. But this is about you awakening to you being seen. Your inner child is ready to just be you. Embrace who you are. Don't be afraid of you. People might call you weird and not understand you, but Aqua, You're embracing your purity of your soul, your first house. So it's almost like God gave you this life and you took on a life that wasn't meant for you. It's time to go back to your roots. It's time to go back to home. Spirit, what truth must my aqua honor? What truth? There's a truth here. Your Mercury, your Gemini, your third house. This is your early learning. This is your childhood. This is how you communicate. The truth you must honor. Maybe the truth is you weren't given a safe environment to just be you. You had to like mend and bend and give others, adults, you didn't have the chance to be a child because you were dealing with extremely unhealthy adults. Unhealthy adults. Divine Source is saying, you know what? Go back to your roots. Go back to that child that you were. People could have like conditioned you into a certain way of being, but that's not your true self. My true self is not a people pleaser. My true self is not having to read a room and make sure everyone's okay before I'm okay. That's not a truth for me. And it's acknowledging that, saying, you know what? That's not my truth. And it's not about blaming. Heavy energy here of you can't blame your parents because they went through their own struggle, their own pain. It's about unlocking your struggle and your pain so your offspring doesn't feel your struggle and your pain. If you struggled with your image and your identity, your offspring should never struggle with that because you give them like a safe environment just to be them. Aqua, this is a lot of healing that takes place because of the early years. And I'm talking about, I'm feeling like a 5-year-old. Five. Five could be significant. 5-year-old. Spirit, what old pattern or energy does my aqua need to release? Old pattern. Aries in reverse. Divine Source is screaming for your independence, for your bravery, for your passion. Know who you are. Embrace who you are. This sucks, this reading. Not that it sucks. It's something happened in your childhood that really dimmed you, that silenced you, that made you go quiet, that made you make other people happy, that you didn't even know how to make your own self happy. You were just more like, oh, what do I need to do for everyone else besides me? And Divine Source is like, nah, bro. You were meant to step into this fire energy. You were meant to be independent and brave and passionate and outspoken. You were meant to speak up and be seen. You were meant for that. Spirit, what energy is activating my aqua's purpose? What energy? The moon, my love. Your emotions, your feelings, that how you nurture yourself. That's what you're. Aqua, you're learning how to put you first. And it could be hella uncomfortable. Putting yourself first for a people pleaser, for an empath, for an indigo, for a chosen one. You've never dived in these waters, but you're learning how to serve your emotional needs, how to nurture yourself above all else. You're diving deep into some serious pain. You're diving deep into your childhood wounds. You're diving deep into what you learned as a child. You're diving deep into why I was silenced. Why couldn't I tap into my passion and bravery? That's some painful energy. Spirit. What is the gift from this Lionsgate portal? What's the gift for my Aqua? Your fucking transformation. Your 8th house. Scorpionic energy. Pluto energy. The gift is you're facing your fears. I'm feeling hiccups. I'm feeling you're correcting your generational curses. You're fixing it. You're transforming. Aqua, this is heavy. You're fixing your pain. Spirit, tell me about this first house, this self-image, this approach. Aqua, because I'm experiencing so many distractions, that's what's happening with you. But understand, we have the Chariot. You're not allowing obstacles to block you. You're not lacking direction. You're not powerless. You're facing your opposition. You have this forward movement, this determination, this willpower, this control. You have control over something. Spirit, what is this control? And I love this. We have the Knight of Swords. You are seizing the day. You're focused. You're daring. You're witty. You're blunt. You're not putting up with the bullshit anymore. You're a maverick in your life. Your inner child has been screaming out to you for a long time. And you're finally listening, like, bro, I don't want you to believe the narrative that you grew up in. What you've been through is not who you are. You just had to adapt and survive. You don't need to adapt. You don't need to survive anymore. You need to transform and transcend. You need to burn the past. And maybe the past is very painful. How you burn the past is you got to journal. You got to look at it. You got to feel it. You got to cry it out. There's one thing I've learned about being a mother is the hardest thing. The way I love my children, I can't give them everything. I can't. Financially, I can. But emotionally, I'm there for you. They'll text me for any little thing. I got you. I got you. No, I can't give you the big home and I can't give you all the money in the world. But what I can give you is safety, protection, compassion, love, and empathy, and you can be seen with me. You can say anything to me. It will not shock me. Spirit, tell me more. Message. You have a message coming in. But the Eight of Wands is all about like gaining like major momentum. There is an alignment taking place. You're becoming aligned with yourself and your spirit. Spirit, what is this Eight of Wands? It's not so much a message. Yeah. That divine source. The Tower in reverse. Divine source is ensuring that some type of disaster is averted for you. Spirit, what's this disaster? You're not lost. You're not stuck. The Two of Wands. Divine source is charting a new course for you, building this opportunity. Divine source is defining your destiny for you. Spirit, what's this destiny for my Aqua? What's this destiny? Yeah. That you're not here anymore. That you're not in this pain, this emotional anguish, this regret, this guilt, this shame, this trauma. Yes, you might have made mistakes in the past, and there might be some guilt that you're like dealing with. But if you're operating and doing the next right thing, why should guilt consume you? Don't let guilt consume you. Don't. Now, the truth you must honor is you got to look at this early learning, childhood. You got to look at the past and how you felt, how it stunned you, how it shook you, how it shaped you. Like, but that wasn't you. Spirit, tell me about this third house. You are bound. You are bound. You were operating in your shadow self. You were extremely restricted. Could have suffered with a lot of addiction, a lot of codependency, a lot of toxic people. Spirit, tell me about this devil energy. The devil energy it's almost like this sadness and loss. The Page of Cups in reverse, you had a lot of broken dreams. Your inner child is wounded. You had all these blocks. You look back at your childhood, there could be a lot of sadness and grief that it drowns you. It drowns you. I know as an adult, and I'm with my children, my past drowns me. When I had my first child, I went through major depression. I gave birth and everything hit me all at once. The pain, everything hit me. Like, why? And I'm going to be so vulnerable. Why was I so hard to love? Why? Why was I not nurtured the way I deserved? You have a child, all of a sudden it's like, bro, it wasn't that hard to love me and give to me. I was a quiet child. I stayed to myself. Like, I rocked solo dolo. But if I wasn't quiet and silent, I was a problem. Spirit, tell me about these broken dreams. You regret the past. And that's okay. But you deserve, and I'm going to be honest with you, you deserve a brand new beginning. You deserve a beginning. Spirit, tell me about this Fool energy. You deserve a new beginning. But it's like you're so... Aqua, are you stuck in like trauma and survival mode? Because get it, I'm there, yeah. How you get a new beginning, how you get like a fresh start, master yourself. Master you. Spirit, tell me, master you. Look at this pain, look at this energy, and look at this father wound. Because you got a father wound. Hella heavy. There's a wound here. You didn't feel protected. You didn't... There's this energy of like you didn't feel established. You didn't feel protected. You didn't feel safe. You didn't feel secure. And this energy ripped you apart. And it narrated your whole life. And it left you super confused, super lost. You didn't have clarity of thought. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. You like dipped into this fantasy life, not reality. And you wanted something so bad and you didn't get it. And that's where like that energy of saying, you know what? I wanted something so bad. I didn't get it. It's about releasing that. Releasing that you weren't able to operate in your true self. You didn't have like a strong childhood that built you up. You didn't have protection and security and safety. But now, as an adult, you can develop your independence, your bravery, your passion. I'm going to stop this and do a part 2. Aqua, stay with me. Let me do a part 2.